And now he's going to the games for the second time after making it in 2009.
So I know the hard work's paid off. The weekend's finished now, so I can relax a bit. California, here I come.
So, Danie, I think the last time people really saw you was 2009 at the CrossFit Games.
That's right, yeah.
So, I mean, give me a little brief recap of what's kind of gone on in your life since the CrossFit Games.
Yeah, since 2009, came back, tried for 2010 and came placed third in there. But I went over to 10 because we had a team as well, and they went through to qualify for California. So I went through as the coach, so I saw the whole vibe on 2010 with the new stadium and everything. That was impressive. Bumped into a few of the athletes and, spoke, Tommy and Chris and Josh Everett, and, just chatted with them and just to see them, and, just gave me that drive, and I have to work so hard, to come 2011 to be back there. So the 2010 year that I've been off, just, mentally, I think, gave me that I have to do this again, push hard, train hard.
Tell me what the experience was like in 2009. I mean, you kind of mentioned earlier, sort of like...
Yeah, 2009, it was just overwhelming for me, the huge numbers of athletes together, and it was a little bit intimidating for me, to be honest. You feel a little bit unprepared. Obviously, I did my best, but you need to do so much more to compete with those guys. And I think just being there, you learn so much just by sitting and looking, spend time with those people. It just grows on you. You just want to go back and train harder and eat better and, supplement better. And, it's a lifestyle. You think you okay, but actually there's so much work for you to be done. It never stops, actually.
Talk to me about the Open this year. Like, what was your experience with the Open? Did you like the format?
I actually loved it, I actually loved it. Some people says it's too long and it drags out too far, and I love the idea of knowing what we're going to do, so you can run through it quickly, see where you need to tweak your technique a bit, and so they give us about, I think, a few days before the time they release the workouts, so you can work on it before you do the actual workout, and that helped a bit to work on weaknesses.
So now we're at the African Regional, and you just won it.
Yeah.
Tell me the kind of thoughts that are going through your head now.
Yeah, I'm so grateful, and it's such an honor for me, to be healthy and to do the sport every day. For me, it's really, really a blessing to be able to do that. There's people in hospital fighting for their lives, and we can train every day like this. If people can just realize, what the body is about, and what it does to yourself as a human being, being healthy and fit. It goes over to all the aspects in my life, relationship with my wife, my kids, it's just the whole way of living changed my life,
Are you happy with the way that it went? I mean...
Yeah, I'm really happy. I'm just glad those handstands were in the beginning. Last year I couldn't do one, and I really worked on them, and I did not well even in this competition with them, but I did them. So there's improvements. So there's lots of stuff to better on, and my programming towards this paid off with the other workouts that followed. So I'm really happy the hard work that I put in paid off.
And you're going to the games?
I'm going to the games. I'm so excited, Can't wait.
Awesome. I think probably you will be the oldest individual competitor at the games. I mean, what do you feel proud of that, or does it feel like sort of more nervous? Do you feel more nervous about that?
It's for me. I only came across CrossFit when I was, I think 39 or 40. So for me it's a pity that I didn't come across it earlier. You know, it's just, but that's the way it is now, and I'm just going to make every year work as hard as I can every year, you know. And if somebody wants to beat me in Africa, they must come and beat me, you know, because I'm going to push hard as I can. That's my idea, you know. It's not like I'm so old now and it's something special or something. It's just I work really hard to get the gains, but I can see the youngsters, you know, 21, you know, it's really, really close to me, so it's just going to motivate me to work harder, and if he beats me, he deserves it.
You were sort of the first ambassador,
Yes.
or in a way like the pioneer of CrossFit in South Africa, and I guess you could even say Africa.
Yeah.
Like does that role come with like a lot of responsibility? Like how do you feel like having that role? I mean,
I would like to have more of a responsibility if it comes around that, to spread the CrossFit word, you know, because it's a passion of mine. You know, we're the first box. I'm the first certified instructor. We hosted the first level 1 cert. You know, we've got the first masters over 60 in our box. So I want to do something to promote the sport, and it's glad that Reebok came aboard now. So maybe, you know, we can, you know, I've got so much to share with them. So I think, you know, if I can ride on that and then start speaking, you know, getting the CrossFit way of training out there, because Africa is still so small, and it's starting really. People are tired of the normal way of training at the gyms, and, you know, and they hear about this and they hear about that, but then the people go around, you know, they water it down because that guy in the gym does CrossFit and that guy in the gym does CrossFit, you know. So you need to certify the people and to get the, you know, the standard up there. So that's where I would love to play a part in.
Well, what do you see in the future for CrossFit in Africa, though? I mean, considering that, you know, you've been around long enough to see that this alone, this regional.
I'm so excited for the future, really. The people, you know, the passion that I've got, if I speak to people, they can see it's my passion, and the people that come here, you can see it. So that passion just sparks each other off, and just the positivity just gets bigger and bigger, and people that's, you know, listening to us, they'll get drawn in, you know, eating right, training this way, you know, and it becomes, like I said, a lifestyle. It's huge to go in Africa. I can see the progress already. It's awesome.
Is CrossFit in Africa different than CrossFit in America or in Europe? I mean, is there, like, you know, because in other continents, like, people think of Africa and it just seems like this kind of mysterious place, you know, this mysterious faraway place. And is CrossFit different here? Like,
no, CrossFit is CrossFit. Workouts is workouts, you know. But I think the people, it's different, you know. The mentality of the people, only now I can see it's becoming a real CrossFit family. You know, it took about 3 years for the boxers to be really, really not competing against each other, or you know, there's that little competition, I'm better than you, you're better than me, but now we are like a family. You know, you're better than me, but doesn't care, we're going to hit this workout hard. You know, that kind of attitude together, it's really, and it's up to us now to keep that mentality out there, because the South Africans, they don't like to share. Eh? You know, I do my own thing, you do your thing, type of thing. But you know, 3 years now into it, all the boxers are sharing, and they, you know, emailing and getting involved, and you know, it's so awesome to see that. Sharing workouts, and it's real CrossFit.
So it's almost like the CrossFit culture is,
yes.
is almost sort of infiltrating the...
Yes, and it took a while, you know, for the mentality for us in South Africa to grasp that. You know, I went over and I see how the people are all like family, man, and I come back here and the people are, oh no, one side, and it frustrates me. But now it's coming right.
Well, thanks, Dan. Is there anything else you want to share with the CrossFit community or anything?
Yeah, I just want to say thank you to my wife. She's my greatest supporter. You know, without her next to the side, just, you know, rooting for me, and, you know, telling me how far the guys are behind me and one more rep, or, you know, it's so motivational for me to have her there. Just want to say thanks to her.